My name is Emily. I am 21 years old, and I live with my father, my stepmother, and my stepsister Sophia. My life was not always this hard. When I was just 6 years old, my mother died in a car accident. After that, my father became very lonely. A few years later, he married another woman named Linda. She had a daughter named Sophia. At first, Linda acted kind. She smiled at me and brought me gifts. But after the wedding, everything changed. She slowly turned my life into a nightmare. Sophia was spoiled and selfish. She spent hours on social media, buying expensive things online and going out with her friends. She never cleaned her room. She never helped in the kitchen. She never did any housework. But my stepmother treated her like a princess. She bought her expensive dresses, makeup, shoes, and jewelry. Meanwhile, I became the house servant. Every morning I woke up before sunrise. I cleaned every room. I cooked breakfast. I washed dishes. I did laundry. I went to the grocery store. I even carried heavy bags home by myself. No one thanked me. No one cared that I was exhausted. My father was always busy with work, and he never noticed how badly I was treated. Sometimes I cried quietly at night. When Sophia turned 20, my stepmother became obsessed with finding her a rich boyfriend. One day she excitedly said, "There's a big charity event this weekend. Rich families will be there. Sophia must attend." Then she looked at me. "And you will stay home and clean." My father interrupted. "Emily should go too. She's young. Let her enjoy life." My stepmother forced a fake smile. "Fine." I felt excited. Then I asked, "Can I buy a simple dress? Mine are very old." My stepmother laughed loudly. "For what? Nobody will look at you." She handed me one of my old dresses. "Wear this." At the event, Sophia looked stunning in a red designer dress. I wore an old blue dress that barely fit me. I felt embarrassed. While Sophia tried to get attention from wealthy men, I stood quietly near the food table. That's when someone spoke to me. "Are you okay?" I turned around and saw a handsome young man. He smiled warmly. "My name is Daniel." "I'm Emily," I replied softly. He noticed an elderly woman struggling to carry plates. Before he could help, I rushed to assist her. Daniel smiled. "You're very kind." We talked for hours. For the first time in years, I felt seen. Sophia noticed and became furious. She dragged me away and took me home. That night she screamed, "That man was supposed to notice me." A week later, another formal event was announced. This time, my stepmother created a cruel plan. She made Sophia wear my simple clothes, and she forced me to wear Sophia's expensive dress. She wanted to test whether Daniel liked me or just my appearance. At the event, Daniel immediately walked toward me. He smiled and said, "I would recognize your heart anywhere." My stepmother and Sophia were shocked. Daniel continued spending time with me. He visited our home often. This made Sophia even more jealous. One day, my stepmother sent me to a distant flower farm alone. On the way home, heavy rain started. My car broke down on an empty road. My phone battery died. I was terrified. Suddenly, another car stopped. It was Daniel. He helped me, took me home safely, and stayed until I felt better. That moment made me realize how much he truly cared. Later, my father accidentally overheard my stepmother insulting me. He finally understood everything. He was furious. He apologized to me with tears in his eyes. "I failed to protect you." Soon after, he asked Linda and Sophia to leave the house. For the first time in years, our home felt peaceful. I focused on finishing college. Daniel supported me through everything. After graduation, he proposed to me in the same place where we first met. Of course, I said yes. We had a beautiful wedding, surrounded by people who truly loved us. Today, I live a peaceful life with my husband and my father. And I learned something important. People may ignore your kindness for a while, but the right people will always recognize your worth.